What's up, everyone? Ray here. Just want to take a look at a couple things real quick. First off, I saw Scott Jennings put out a clip from an interaction he had with a former Florida congresswoman on whatever show this is. I don't know what channel this is even, but just thought I'd take a look at it real quick. First and foremost, phenomenal tie, Scott. Beautiful, beautiful tie. Love that sky blue with the pink cherry blossoms on top of it. Winning combo. He's got the matching pocket square as well. Classy, and it just looks great. Matches the shirt as well. Phenomenal fit. But yeah, let's take a look at what they said.
Last night, I was on CNN and wanted to bring a little audio to you from my latest debate. I don't think I've debated her before, but former Congresswoman Jennings of Florida, you might remember her if you're down in the Sunshine State. She came by for a debate. Sadly, she wasn't prepared for it, but we'll listen to it nonetheless. Here's cut 16.
Seems like most of the time Democrats aren't prepared for a debate or a conversation of anything, really. So let's. I'm not even going to pretend to be surprised by that.
And so the American people nor the troops on the ground have a clue what the president's mission is, what the way out is. 13 people, U.S.
Let's back that up.
16.
And so the American people nor the troops on the ground have a clue what the president's mission is.
So her assertion is that neither the American people or the troops on the ground have any clue what our mission is in Iran. When 15 minutes after the initial strike, the initial joint U.S.-Israeli strike against Iran was launched at 1:15 a.m. on February 28th, Eastern Time, was launched. Trump put out a statement at 1:30 a.m. Eastern Time, which explicitly laid out all of our goals and the mission of this military operation. It's a war, right? But, he's calling it a military operation, whatever. But yeah, it explicitly laid out the goals and the mission for this military operation. You can go back and review it. I know intimately. I know it intimately because I transcribed it for a separate project I'm working on. Well, I started working on it. I've been a little lazy. But, yeah, he goes into great detail on it. And yes, perhaps the message maybe got a little mixed up or muddled along the way in the 3+ weeks since the beginning of it. Sure. But in that statement released 15 minutes after the initial strike, explicitly laid out and clear. So this is just another Democrat who goes on cable news in front of, I'd say, millions of people, but these CNN shows now get less than 1 million viewers. The fall off is historic and should be studied. But she goes on there in front of hundreds of thousands of people, and she just flat out lies to their faces. And I just thank God every day that we have people like Scott Jennings out here to call them out on their absolute fucking bullshit. Thank you, Scott.
Out is 13 people, U.S.
So let's listen. Start with her assertion again.
16.
And so the American people nor the troops on the ground have a clue what the president's mission is, what the way out is. 13 people, U.S. soldiers have already died. We need a...
I wish Democrats cared nearly as much when 13 people... I think it was 13, right? I think it was the same number. When 13 U.S. service members died in the hasty and terrible way we withdrew from Afghanistan, finally, under Joe Biden. Really wish they cared even, a fraction as much.
Clear mission.
Okay, respectfully, may I ask you a question? Do you believe that Iran has been the world's largest state sponsor of terror for the last nearly...
Easy question. They have. Everybody knows it. I mean, I think you'll even get a bunch of Democrats who will say, yes, of course. So watch what she does.
The president is the one, Scott, who said 9 months ago that he obliterated any capability that they had.
So
what is the mission now?
I'm
Why
asking
are
you.
we
I'm
there
asking.
now?
I would like to
Why are
engage
we
in a
there
debate.
now? I think the president.
I'd like to ask you. We're having a debate, so I'm
I
asking you a
think the
question. Do you
president
believe
owes
Iran
the American
is a state
people
supporter?
an explanation for why it's okay to send our sons and daughters
yelling is not an answer.
into a war,
Okay. Yelling is
into
not
a
an answer.
war
So,
where 13
because you-
people have
because
died.
you're
You're
not-
sending additional ones.
because you're not-
and
Nobody's yelling right now.
Because you're
No one-
because you're
no one
because you're
is.
not prepared for this debate. Let me tell you what the objectives are. Number one, they are the world's largest state supporter and exporter of terrorism. Number two, they have a ballistic missile program, which we found out this past weekend can reach most of Europe. Number three, they lie about
Is
their
Europe at
nuclear.
the table?
They lie about
is
their.
Europe at the table?
That discovery.
Why
They
was
lie-
why
they lie
wasn't
about their-
Europe included?
They lie about their. They lie
Why
about-
wasn't you? Why weren't our allies
I see
included?
now. I see.
Why weren't our allies included? I have no idea. But based on the reaction, it seems to have been the correct choice. They probably would have rejected the offer to cooperate and join in the strikes, and then perhaps they would have leaked information to potential, or just take that word out. They potentially would have leaked intel to high value targets, making it more difficult to eliminate them.
See now why
we
you don't know
made-
the objectives, because you
why-
don't stop talking long enough to listen.
Why were
Number three,
our allies
they have a navy.
included
They have a navy that
in the
harasses
war,
ships.
in the beginning,
And
in
number-
the discussion, in the strategic
And number
plan,
four,
in the
they enrich
operational
uranium
plan.
to 60%.
Why weren't they included?
Nobody else
All
does
right.
that.
Yeah. So unfortunately, our strikes against Iran's nuclear sites, Fordo, Isfahan, and what was a third one, Natanz, last August, I think it was in August. June, July, August, I don't know, last summer. They did not completely eradicate Iran's nuclear capabilities. And even if they did, it would not prevent them from rebuilding, right? Which is what they've been doing. They've been rebuilding. They've been enriching uranium up to that 60% threshold required for nuclear capabilities again. So I really don't understand what's so complicated about that for this individual. I mean, when I see these congresswomen and congressmen just say the most idiotic stuff and just demonstrate to everybody that they lack any iota of critical thinking skills, I mean, hell, it gives me hope. Maybe I could just go, be a representative one day and, collect some free paychecks. Meanwhile, I don't do shit except, go on there and say some fucking bullshit, right? Until eventually someone, beats me in an election or whatever. I don't know. It's just crazy. I swear to God, we put some of the stupidest people on the face of the earth in political office. We really and truly do. And it's just baffling to me. Anyways, let's listen to Scott.
Do you listen to what I have to put up with night after night? I mean, it's really unbelievable. Do you hear this? There is no reasonable conversation. There is no debate. You have people who have august titles like congressperson, or in her case, I think sheriff or chief of police or whatever she was in Orlando. And they show up, and these are serious issues. Going to war is a serious issue. But there is no active listening. This is probably the thing that would shock you the most about.
There's no active listening. There's no critical thinking. Like, she thinks, okay, we did these strikes 9 months ago or whatever. Now it should be done. Like, holy shit. I mean, which is it? Do you agree with do you accept the fact that the strikes completely eradicated their nuclear program and capabilities? Or do you think they didn't work? Because if they did work, then there wouldn't be an issue right now. And that would be admitting that it was a good thing to do those. Or, okay, let's say they didn't work. That means now we have to address it in a different way because that solution didn't work. I don't know, man. It's just that, or what I believe, they did work. They set back their nuclear program significantly. However, Intel told us that, hey, they're still enriching up to this level. And in fact, Iranian foreign minister, I think it was a foreign minister, an Iranian official told us directly that they have enough enriched uranium, 440 kilotons, I believe, 440 something, whatever the measurement is, kilotons, I think it is, to produce 11 nuclear warheads. So that, if that doesn't get you to act, then I don't know what will. I mean, the leading state sponsor of terrorism, responsible for over 1,000 American deaths in the past 50 years, 1979, 1983, 1996, and then we had that minor, I mean, it's compared to the other ones, it's a minor hostage situation. I think that was under Joe Biden, right? It's just going to continue. Like, come on, lady, use your fucking head.
What happens on cable television? There is literally no active listening. Did you hear any listening there? This poor lady, Val Demings, she can't listen because it's difficult to listen if you just keep talking the entire time.
Yeah.
And the reason they keep talking the entire time is because they know that if they permit me or a Republican or a conservative to talk, they're not going to be able to answer the questions.
Yep.
So they want to come out with the talking points. There's no mission. We have no idea what we're doing. You lay it out, but they know if you're allowed to lay it out, they're going to sound stupid. So the only alternative is, I'm just going to keep talking and keep shouting
Yep.
and keep saying President Trump over and over again and putting my fingers in my ears, and we'll see what happens. Sort of mind-numbing, honestly. But I think we made the points, and hopefully the American people are getting it.
Yep. We're getting it, Scott. I mean, most people are getting it, I guess. And Scott, by Scott putting out these clips and, you know, all his clips going viral, that's pretty much the only way an overwhelming majority of people who do see this content will ever see it. Because as I said before, CNN's ratings are tanking. They're terrible. In fact, the very first reply to this I saw, oh, where is it? Well, now it's not the first, but it shows ratings from, this is just a one day they pulled. Tuesday, March 17th ratings. Cable news rankings. Look at this. The left side, Fox, MS Now. MSNBC was performing so poorly after Trump got elected that they, what did they do? I think they fired like 50% of their staff or something like that. And then they rebranded to MS Now. And even MS Now has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 programs outperforming the top performing CNN program. And I think this is just an interesting thing as well. CNN's top performing program for that day was at 4 p.m. That's not a good thing. Prime time is what? Like 7 to 9 p.m., right? Your prime time, there's a reason it's called prime time. Your prime time shows are supposed to be your best performing shows. Although, I mean, the 5 for Fox News gets their most views. I mean, they put ladies on there. They got, they play into the, you know, sex sells thing a little bit. So, I mean, that gives them a little more. But your primetime shows are supposed to be up there, like Fox again, Gutfeld, 10 p.m., 8 p.m., 6 p.m., 7 p.m., 9 p.m. This is primetime right here, 6 to 10 p.m., right in there. CNN, 4 p.m., 5 p.m., ranked 31, 32. There's their first primetime one there, 7 p.m. So they can't even play to the strength of having a more of a captive audience, because it's after dinner. It's when people are winding down. They go sit on the couch. They look for something to just, you know, watch and relax. And they can't even take advantage of that. That's how poorly they're performing. I don't know, man. It's just crazy. Anyways, I was going to look at a couple more things, but I think that's probably good for now. I'm not trying to go through a whole bunch of stuff. Really just want to try to hit like one topic at a time. I think it's fine. If you watch, appreciate you watching. Like, subscribe, hit the bell to get notified, all that stuff. Anyways, that's about it. See ya.